In a recent video, I had described the 5 dimensions of personal growth. If you'd like to know what they are, I have included a link in the description section and you can go ahead and view that video again. The 5 dimensions are as displayed in this mind map. Here is a close-up of the mind map that summarizes the 5 dimensions of personal growth. Out of these 5 dimensions, only the intellectual dimension and its components, namely knowledge and skills, including subject matter, the method of learning, epistemology, and critical thinking, are taught in schools. By schools, I mean all levels of formal educational institutions. The rest of the 5 dimensions of personal growth, the emotional, the social, the physical, and the spiritual, can only be learned through experiences in life, and therefore these are what we call life lessons. You may be wondering why I have blurred out the components of the spiritual dimension and I have left a question mark in each box representing the component of the spiritual dimension. This is because the spiritual dimension is best left to be discovered by each and every individual, and for the time being I would like you to ponder upon what is spiritual development for you. When I use the term life lessons, I am referring to the lessons we learn through life's experiences that contribute towards the development of the 4 dimensions of personal development. The 4 dimensions include emotional, social, physical, and spiritual. Today's video is all about the 4 facts that govern the learning of life lessons. Fact 1. Life lessons cannot be taught. They can only be learned through experiences. Therefore, it is not possible for schools to teach life lessons. It would be great if schools can just focus on delivering all the 4 components of the intellectual dimension to the best of their abilities. Some to be delivered explicitly as part of the curriculum, and some to be delivered implicitly across curriculum through role modeling by teachers and other school personnel. So, first fact, life lessons cannot be taught. They can only be learned. For as long as we are in our comfort zone, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. We behave like the photocopy machine. Every day of our life is a repetition of the previous day. Sometimes we copy others who have preceded us in living every stage of life. They could be elders in the family, or they could be other acquaintances who walked down the path that we are about to walk. We live in a state of deliberate blindness, mutedness, and deafness for as long as we are comfortable. We don't even know what is it that we don't know? I call this the ignorant and blissful state of unknown. This happened to me for a good part of my adult life. I didn't know about the need to learn life lessons. Life was comfortable, and I went on this way, blissfully blind, mute, and deaf, until it got too uncomfortable and too painful for me to continue that way. What was the source of discomfort and pain that led me to seek life lessons, that created in me a willingness to learn life lessons? Challenging and painful experiences in various aspects of my life, of course. That brings us to the second fact that governs learning life lessons, which is life lessons are sought only when it is too painful not to seek them. Not everyone who is faced with a painful and uncomfortable challenge knows or accepts that they must change. Some people prefer to blame others or events or external circumstances. Remember, when you do this, the challenge, the pain will only increase. You will not get better. This brings us to the third fact that governs the learning of life lessons, which is, in the face of challenges, look within, take responsibility, and always ask yourself, what is it about me that I can change to come out of this difficult situation unscathed and better than before? Remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The fourth fact about learning life lessons is that life lessons are everywhere, but you will be oblivious to them until you sincerely seek them out. Therefore, remember, whenever you're faced with a challenge, whenever you're faced with a painful situation, the sooner you resolve to change, to look within, to take responsibility, and to start seeking the life lesson, to start changing yourself from within to be better, the faster the issue or the challenge will be removed from your life. As a final note, remember, when you are ready, the teacher will emerge.